Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna have to work on the intro. I don't ever know what to say. It's always so awkward. All these people have like cool theme songs and everything. I just don't have any of that. Anyway, today I am so excited to try out a palette that I just recently ordered, if I can talk. It's by Sigma Beauty. I had no idea that Sigma had eyeshadow palettes. We may get through this if I stop stuttering so much. Anyway, I went ahead and opened it just so it would be easier. It's the Sigma Cor-De-Rosa palette. I thought what we could do today is make two different looks. My base is already done, and I thought that we could, one, test it out, see how the quality is, and two, we could create two different looks. On one side, we can just do an everyday look, and then on the other, we'll create a more elaborate, fancy, if you will, maybe even evening look. So the palette comes like this. Again, all of the color names are on the back. And when you open it up, it's got a pretty good size mirror. And it also comes with a little thing so it doesn't crush everywhere, I guess, if it came broke, which it didn't come broke. And I've already swatched some of these. So it looks like this. It is beautiful. Bring it online. This palette is $49. It comes with 14 shades. They describe it as a matte with metallic shades and glimmer shades in there. It also comes with a dual-ended brush. One is an E38 diffuse crease. Oh my, I don't know what that was. And the other one is an E54 medium sweeper. And I'm trying to think, the ABH palettes some of them come with brushes. They're not my favorite. I hate to say that, but they're really not. But this Sigma brush feels amazing. So for $49, you're also getting a brush. I did not pay $49 for this palette. I actually had a 25% off. So I think I ended up paying like $31 because I got the brushes too at the same time. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we are going to get started. We'll go ahead and start on my right-hand side of my face, and I think we'll just go ahead and do maybe like an everyday look on the side of my face. The first brush that we are going to start out with that I'm using is a Morphe M330 brush. It's kind of tapered here at the end. And I'm gonna go ahead and start out with Veranda. It's gonna be this light shade right here. I am very, very, very tan right now. So normally this would be a great transition shade for me, but since I am so tan, it kind of just sets the base that I have on, which I always use eye primer. I never use a concealer. If you want to know why I don't use concealer, a long story short, they're mostly oil-based. Your eyelids are so oily to begin with. That's why a lot of people get creasing. So I actually use an actual eye shadow primer today. I use the CoverGirl Lock It Up primer. So we'll go ahead and again, you put a little bit more of that Veranda. It's a really pretty color. I wish that it showed up a little bit more on my skin tone, but for right now, it's just not going to because I'm so tan. The next shade that I'm going to take is called Apricot. It is this shade right here. There's a little bit of kick up in the pan, but I don't really mind because 9 times out of 10, that just means that it's more pigmented. I'm just going to go ahead and keep working that into my crease. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. As you can see, I have semi-hooded eyes. I don't have complete hooded eyes, but I have semi-hooded eyes. And I usually take my first two eyeshadows, which is my transition shades, I take it to about the middle of my eye. I normally wear glasses. I also wear contacts like work and whatnot, but I usually wear glasses. So I'm always used to taking it up just a little bit, higher anyway. So the next brush that I am going to take is, let's see, which one do I want to use here? Let's go ahead and try this Sigma brush. This is going to be the E38. It's a little bit smaller than what we just used, and I'm not gonna go in too dark here because this is gonna be like our everyday look. I'm gonna go into, it's called Summer Song. It's this one right here. It's very, very pretty. And I am just gonna work this just on my outer edge. I'm gonna start right here. Oh yeah, this one's definitely showing up. Oh, it looks so pretty. And I'm just gonna work it on into that crease. And then once I think that all of the pigment is off the brush, I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna go up just a little bit and gonna go ahead, take it out a little and start blending. I'm gonna take that original brush with the Shea Veranda that we used to begin with. And I am all about blending. Lord have mercy, am I ever, because I watch some people or see some people's makeup and it's just like foof, and there's no blending whatsoever. So I'm gonna go in with that same brush and I'm just gonna take the tiniest bit of Shakespeare, which is this mauve type of color. I'm not gonna take a whole bunch of it because in the next look over on this side, I'm gonna use it to darken. And when I tell you these are pigmented, they are pigmented. I'm not even playing. So I'm just gonna take it and kind of buff whatever else is in there. I'm gonna go put it in just a little bit into the center of my eye, kind of make everything a little cohesive. All right, now for the inner shade, I think I'm just gonna go, it's called Bella of the Ball. It's the shade right here. It's very, very pretty. We'll go ahead and try to go in with a wet brush. This is the Morphe M213 brush. Just gonna take it on my brush. Normally I use my fingers, but we'll try. Oh, that's so pretty. And it does show up. This is wet, by the way. I sprayed it with setting spray. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. And if we were, I guarantee if I use my finger, which my hands are clean, but if we use our finger, I bet you it'll kick it up. Oh my goodness, yes, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. And you know what? That is a soft look. That is not something that's harsh at all. And even if you wanted to go in just to make sure that you have everything blended one more time, you can. I mean, that is an everyday look. I would definitely wear that to work. Absolutely. That is so pretty. All right, now for my left, I will go ahead and let's try some other colors. I'm gonna go in first with, well, we'll go ahead and use the Veranda shade just to kind of set my eyeshadow primer again. I always kind of like to use a transition shade. I cannot talk. A transition stage to kind of just set everything. Set the eye. All right, there we go. And the next color, let's go ahead and do Medallion. That's this dark brown right here. Very, very pretty. And I'm gonna tap off a lot of this excess because the other shades that we've tried have been very, very dark. So, and I hold, if you notice, I'm holding my brushes down here. I'm not holding it like this. If I was to hold it like this brown would be a whole heck of a lot darker. So I always try to remind everybody, try to hold your brushes out a little bit, and then you can always put on more. If you want to take off, it is a pain in the hiney. So just, you know, a little bit at a time. And that shade is beautiful also. So I'm going to go back to my M331. And I am going to, let's do Damask. It's this pretty, I don't know, purplish, mauvish color. I would say more of a mauve color. Tap it off. And this is what I'm going to use out here in my outer corner. Sweep whatever I have left in. It's just so pretty. This whole palette, I'm really impressed. Like, I'm super impressed. I wish my camera did this justice on how pretty this was in person, because it doesn't. And all of these are blending so nice. So for the next one, I'm gonna do Summer of Song. It's this darkish brownish. It almost has like an orangish kind of tint in it. And this is what we're gonna use, just to really darken that outer, give it a little bit more dimension, depth, bring whatever we have. Go ahead and put it on in there. All right, looking good, looking good. And you can always take your finger or your beauty blender. I've already got my base done. I always do my eyes first, but I did a video on the new, what was it, Pureless BB cream, which you should check that out. It is an amazing BB cream, and I'm not a BB person. It's amazing. You should try it out. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna do another, you know, sparkly, if you will, glitter inner corner. This time I'm gonna try, this is one of the metallic shades that they have. It's called Sun Sprite. It's a super cute name. And it's this gold right here. I don't know if I would use this every day, like this side, you know, this shade every day, just because, I mean, oh, wow. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It is gold. It's got like pink reflect in it. Oh, look at that. Look how pretty it is. And I am going to, so we can use a lot of the colors, I'm going to take High Society, which is another glimmer metallic shade. And I'm also going to take my finger because they're amazing tools. I'm going to put this on the outer corner just to give it a little bit of zhuzh, I suppose. And that is also a beautiful color. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm going to take my Luxie brush, and there's one more shade that we have not tried. It's called the Cor-De-Rosa after the palette, and it's so cute. It's got a little rose in it. It's adorable. It's so cute. I'm just going to take that lightly on my brush and just go over everything just to make sure it's blended. It'll give it a little, it's a peachish pink color, just to make sure everything's nice and put together. So for an everyday look when I go to work, or just, I don't know, I don't wear makeup to the grocery store, but when I go to work, I don't usually put eyeliner. I just like to put mascara. So because this is going to be a night look, if you will, I'm going to use the Morphe M432 brush. It's just a flat brush. And I'm going to go into Barefoot. It's this very, very dark brown over here. And I'm going to use this, instead of eyeliner, I'm going to use it to kind of smoke out the lash line to almost look like we have eyeliner on, but it just is so much softer than eyeliner. And honestly, I use this technique a lot when I put on makeup. I, again, have semi-hooded eyes, and when I use eyeliner, it tends to cover up, when I look straight, a lot of my eye space. So if I just kind of use the technique for a darker color and kind of blow it out, as you can see, the difference between this one and this one, it just, this one and this one, this eye and this eye, it does, it looks, you can tell the difference, it looks good. So what we're gonna do now is, we're just going to, I don't like to use oranges on like eyeshadow colors underneath my eye because it tends to make me look sick. So, well, not that these pinks are gonna make me look any better, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna go under my right eye with a little bit of Shakespeare. I'm gonna put it right underneath here, just to kind of make everything cohesive. Summer of Song we use. I'm gonna put it underneath here also. I'm gonna go over in the Damask light pink color. I'm gonna put over here. And what I'm doing is I'm just doing this just to make everything cohesive. You don't really have to do this. I'm just gonna blowing it all out here. It makes it look so much better. It makes it, you know, add, like, put everything, you know, the eye look together is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of corner highlight. I was really, and I'm gonna use the Bella of the Song, the pretty shade that we put on this side. I was always really into doing, you know, like a highlighted brow bone. Sometimes I do, not all the time, but sometimes. But I'm gonna use this as a inner corner shade here. Nothing, just to highlight, nothing big, but just to highlight it here. And then that is it, folks. Let me go ahead and let me put on some mascara. I have to say, I am really impressed with it. I will be playing with it again, putting it in another video, I'm sure. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope everybody's having a good day, and we will talk to you later.